14 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And towing the slab, Chris Sale. Just about ready to roll. James Wood now at the plate.
Hitter, number 29, James Wood.
The 0-2. Got him swinging. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, they're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
The 1-0. Popped in the air. Left field. 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
Now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And a foul ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Chris Sale looking for that shutdown inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. Back after this on the show. Back here in Atlanta, and today's starting pitcher, Miles Michaelis. Andres Chaparro getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
Number 87.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Acuna Jr.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Can't glove it cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. Here's Matt Olson. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Oh. Man at second. Hit on the ground to short. Abrams in plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting fourth.
Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
On the ground. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Austin Riley digs in now.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
First and second, one out. Mike Yastrzemski up here.
That's the ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Two on, one out. Up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Baldwin coming home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Miles Michaelis will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
On the mound now, P.J. Poulin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So first and second with one man gone. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. A switch hitter batting right. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Young on the move. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Next to hit, Michael Harris II. Up the middle, base hit and a run in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fastball is outside. Line drive, that's a base hit. Yastrzemski headed for the plate. Here comes the throw.
Hey!
Well done, drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Acuna. Reached on an infield single his first time. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A 3-run homer, and they boost their lead.
Acuna is someone who is always just a swing away from doing something special. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. P.J. Poolin won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
On to
Nationals.
pitch now for the Nationals, Griff
25.
McGarry.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So 2 down, Matt Olson up to the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Set down on strikes. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Braves 8 and the Nationals nothing. Back at Truist Park, top of the second, Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 0-1 down.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So digging in, Andres Chaparro came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here.
Strike one.
Sale, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Out, number 2.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
2 outs, base is empty. Keibert Ruiz will hit next. Just off the inside edge. In the air to left center. Harris should have this one. And that is that. Nationals go quietly, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
And there's one away.
Catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drake Baldwin. He's 0 for 1.
Whoa.
This one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves. Third baseman.
So here's Riley now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Yastrzemski.
Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Pitch misses. Ball 1. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Riley. He will score, and they now lead by 9. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Man on second, 2 down. Backed off the plate that time. That one is absolutely belted. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. The run comes in to score from second to second. It pulls him off the bag.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Albies at second with 2 down. That one outside, and it's 1-2. Ripped to short. The throw to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 10 and the Nationals nothing. This is NL East baseball here on MLB the Show. Top half of the third inning. Up now for Washington, Brady House. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Olsen. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8th, center fielder Jacob Young.
And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 away.
Batting 9th, second baseman.
So it's their last chance in this one. Nasim Nunez, the next to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one wrapped foul. The Nats down to their final strike. That one at 95, missed up top. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. And they'll do it again. Two now. On the ground to third. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves take this one in a blowout.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.